Good evening, good night, good morning, wherever you happen to be. Hope you all had a good day. Good evening, good morning, good night, wherever you happen to be. Oh, I'm glad, I'm glad. My poor laptop is working overtime. Here's a little sneak preview of my build that I'm doing for uh, my collaboration with Beans. It's not quite finished, but that's a thing right there. And that's all that we will see of that. Yeah. Thanks, Wilma. Yeah, our theme was picnic. It's going to be great. We're having a lot of fun with it. Oh, no, you're good, Noodle. No worries ever. Yeah, me too, Sir Ian. We'll see how it goes. It's definitely a little fuzzier. I can tell by looking at the. What? Man, this place gets attacked a lot. Yeah, it's definitely not going to give you the same kind of resolution. Okay, good, good. Well, so it looks like, so what are we working with here? We're working with the same resolution, we're working with the same bit rate, we're working with the same internet, but what we're not working with is the same amount of RAM and processing speed. So how will that affect everything? Well, it will. Just not sure how. Yeah, the sound bit rate, I bet you that's good. That's a lot different. So like I said, the laptop, it's got a lot less processing speed and RAM. Yeah, you're gonna be able to tell stuff like that, yeah. The laptop exists just for me to grade student papers. It was never meant to handle more than like you know, Word documents and basic internet function. So that's all it is supposed to do. Yeah, definitely will be a difference. Yeah, I use Word and Excel and Blackboard, which is a program students use to submit assignments and message me and stuff like that. Yeah, I will do. I don't use a lot of PowerPoint. However, I am just a really enthusiastic user of Excel. Yeah, you're right, Wilma. The FPS is going to be a lot lower, but or at least the FPS that I can stream out. I bet you it might even only handle 30. Um, I should recheck the settings. I think, yeah, I left the bitrate the same. So, yeah, I use Blackboard every day and yeah, Panda. I think it's set to 30. I can't remember what I decided on. I ran a test today and I was going over everything and yeah, 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 it should be fine. I mean, just don't watch it on your high def TV. Wilma, that's a good one. Uh, that's quite clever. Oh man. All right. Um, okay, so we did get the skybox structure in place. What in the world? What the hell do we want to put it on? Yeah, I use a lot of Excel. Back when I was a full professor on a research team, I did a lot of data analysis. My cognate in grad school was actually statistics and research methods. So I've used a lot of Microsoft Excel and Stata and SPSS and a lot of database programs. Um, yeah, all right. Yeah, that's right, Noodle. Don't even. That's. I'm proud to be a nerd. Those are just stats programs, you know. Oh, I got to do the gun glitch. So Excel will run statistics, you know, but if you want a little more nuance, you got to get a program, right? Nokia. Yeah. Oh, cool, Wilma. That's cool. Well, I did my last degree in social psych, so that's what I teach. But as we've noted, I used to teach at a place called Full Sail University, which is where Panda went to school. And they have degrees in stuff like computer animation and sound engineering and game design. And I taught in those programs, in the bachelor programs at that school. So um, I've been exposed to a lot of people who know a lot about that stuff, but I myself am not trained in just what a layperson could learn on their own. I used to do my own graphic design for my own website when I owned a toy store back in the day. I owned a vintage toy store and I did all my own graphics for my website. I actually ended up selling my website for a decent amount of money. I totally used floppy disks. I totally, absolutely used floppy disks. Yeah, Excel's great. Absolutely. It's good stuff. I still use it for so many things. Because I'm quite scatterbrained, I guess is the technical term. So I do rely on these things to keep me grounded, because I'm not. Floppy disk, yeah. And then the floppy disk became hard disk, and they still called them floppy disks. But hey, why didn't that work? Yeah, they started those into the 2000s, I think, the bachelor programs. I had it. It did snap, and then it stopped. Let's see what it looks like up there. I don't even know. I might have to use scaffolding. DOS games. Kitty, what are you doing? My 19-year-old cat is starting to do really weird things, like just stare at the wall and moan, like, you know. Yeah, we'll probably use the other thing. I guess we'll just use the vault foundations. Eh, why don't I just do something that makes sense here? I probably should have used these there. Yeah, I think these will look be just the thing. I don't know why I didn't think of it first. It's that thing that Lancer said on the Discord. He's like, sometimes the obvious thing when you're building is just sitting there staring at you right in the face. He's right. All right. So, yeah, I mean, that just looks pretty cool all by itself. Sometimes it's okay to do the easy thing. I do like the look of them. We have to put some other things on them, but this is fantastic right here. I really like all this. I know, right? You know, but I really like it. So, oh, let's see here. Yeah, Panda, that's on my list. I've had a really busy week. I had to drive like to another town to drop off my computer. And I had a dentist appointment yesterday. I have an eye appointment tomorrow. Thursday, we're going to go get our passports renewed. Busy week. Okay. I wonder if I can. That is almost lined up too low, but see if I can just use these as walls or something. Placeholders. That's the word I'm looking for. So I know how far to take the inner wall here when I build it. Hey Art, how you doing? And Cappy. This could be something. I don't know. Okay, we have got. Oh, that's right. Yeah, absolutely, Panda. Why don't we get can somebody paste the link to the Garvey brothers for me? I had already had the link above put in, or I would have put it up there. Thank you, Noodle. Yeah, you're right, Cabby. Yeah, I already had this Sunshine or Enclave's link up by the time I saw yours, Panda. But like I like to put Enclave up there. He's a cool supporter. Um oh, sorry, Art. Well, just use some voice to text so we can all get a good laugh over the really bad. Thank you, Noodle. All right, let's see what time it is. Nope, just need a fireworks. Gonna have to make some more shells here. Oh boy, so this has got to be the food court, right? This just looks natural for the food court. Easy peasy, it wrote itself. So now I need to get stairs up there, and then we can start putting some stores in here. Yeah, actually, I tested the cord because I've had that happen. I've gotten brand new HDMI cords, like the one that came with my capture card, and I plugged it in and it didn't work. And I was like trying to figure out what was going wrong, and I just swapped the cords and it worked. But this time I was able to. use the cord to get the monitor to the laptop. So it wasn't that. I was hoping that it would be, but it wasn't. All right, so let's work on state. The vault pieces are finicky about stairs. They don't like to link to any others. I'll try them, but I don't think that that's the case. Nope. All right, well, scaffolding it is. Actually, I'll make another platform. That's right. I think, no, I don't think any of them work. So we'll do another one of these, right? Well, they do have these. Of course, they're facing the wrong direction. I think these things are useless. I mean, that almost works. Just do it. There. These things are stupid. Reverse magnets. It's about right. So those big stairs will have the wrong angle. Oh, it's just terrible. Yeah, they're not very good. I'll tell you that right now. And they don't ever line up right. And these are utterly useless. Reverse magnets. That's about right. They're not very good. Oh, I had it. It was there. Oh boy. See, these are just too big. I may use them anyway, though, because I probably put the door in the wrong spot. What I'd really like is to change that. Maybe I could move this over. I like the way they look, but I don't usually bother using them for snapping. Um, I use them as like cool looking set pieces, you know? I might be able to make this wrap around. Let's hope. Ah, yeah, it's pretty lame. Okay, I want one that goes there with the curved piece on the other side. So like the opposite of that. Maybe this. That's the. All right. I like that idea. That's cool. All right. Yes. They're cool. They're just so like large, you know what I mean? But I think we can make them work. Maybe we can come from both directions. We'll see what it does. I do like the look of it. Hey, Detour. And that's not going to match up either. They make them so they stop. You see what I mean? There's a gap. And I know that I'm pretty sure it was Shek, did a video on how to make them match up. Um, and I have not seen it in a long time, and I did not anticipate having to use them, but he actually figured that out. Oh, what did I say? It wasn't me that said it. All right. Yeah, I know that there's a way, but I guess we'll just do this. Because those won't even snap. And that's so dumb. All right, let me try. Right on. Trying a couple different things here. Thanks, Panda. Yeah, I got that idea from Barb. So it worked. I stopped by his comic feed last night and I got to see what he looked like. I was really curious. Noodle. Oh, I see, I see. Well, yeah, that's a good one. I wouldn't tell that story. Who's to say? But I wouldn't tell it here. So do I. I'm covered in them. And he's got a big beard. Now that is interesting. Yeah, we could do that. Is that a feature or a bug? See, they don't even have any like curved pieces. I guess we could use this. Yeah, my brother has none. I have a whole bunch. I have sleeves and then all over my legs and no face or neck. Weird. That is bizarre. That is a really weird. Yeah, that's right, Barb. We were just talking about you. Speak of the devil, right? Okay. I like this. So I'm actually gonna tear that out and try the same tactic. Oh yeah, did you get my last message, Barb, on your thing? Grizzly Adams did have a beard. Hey, Lancer, what's up? Oh, I just yeah. All right. We'll just use the ramp here too. All right, I think that'll work. I'll try to put columns or something so that is not floating. But I think that this is the best coming at it from both ends, right? We'll see if we can make it work. We can put lights here. Some of us are just destined to make comments that always seem out of place. I'm not saying that's you. I'm just saying it happens. Isn't that something? That's funny. See, I do you think it has anything to do with membership? Because he has donated money to the stream. I don't know if that would make a difference. So has Panda and Great Grandpa. I think also membership may add points. I bet you it does. No, I don't think there's any. I'm pretty sure that wealth isn't the case for most of us. Some, sure, statistically, it's likely that there are a couple. Okay, so that hypothesis is blown up. Yeah, Lancer, you're right. That's the answer. Somebody should Google it. Like, what in the world determines it in the first place? I am positive that super chats do add points to the leaderboard. Oh wow, Wilma, good catch there. Yeah, so the people in green have donated, so for sure. Not to put too fine a point on it. Oh, just a little. I love that song. Not to put too fine a point on it. My only bee in your bonnet. Make a little birdhouse in your soul. I'm not your friend, I am your only friend, but I'm not actually your friend. I haven't heard that in a while. I love that song. I know every word. If I could hear the song, I could sing every word with it. Who watches over you? Now I've got to fire. That song's got to be song of the day tomorrow for my entry. This looks pretty cool though. That looks grand. Let's see if we can use these. Oh yeah, we'll take a walk around. I'll show you what I did. All right, so this is the rich person section. It's the skybox. And then we got a lot of it walled in. And then we got this all walled in, and we've got the bleachers up. And you'll notice this right here. Dun dun dun. I didn't do it all the way up because honestly, I couldn't make it do it. And I like the way this looked anyway. But there's our bleachers. We'll go up top. Yes, we're all number one. So we can take a walk up top. Yes, it's an episode of Reading Rainbow now, or Captain Kangaroo. So here's our bleachers, and then our skybox, which we're working on. We're going to put the press box on top of the Nuka-Cola. I need to finish the railings over there. Oh, yeah. I thank you all kindly for liking this stream and subbing to the channel today. Sometimes it takes a minute to update, but I thank you all. All right, so I do need to finish the rest of the railings. I forgot. They're a bit on the tedious side. Oh, yeah, there's a ton of them still. Dang it. Yeah, it probably didn't. You were probably like one or two. All right. So yeah, this thing is coming along and what a project. Yeah, I thought about it, but I made those pretty quick with the snappable stairs. I wonder if I am not your friend, but I am your only friend. I'm not your little glowing friend, but actually, watch make a little birdhouse in your soul, not to put too fine for me. I wonder if I'll get hit for copyright for using their lyrics. No, because it's unrecognizable. Hey, Navy. Thanks. I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping in, Navy. What are you up to tonight? Oh, thanks, Navy. I do appreciate that. Always means a lot. I tell you, it always does. I love all the Ween lyrics and the now flooding the feed. No, it's They Might Be Giants. Sorry. Yeah, Wilma, I get hit from time to time. especially when I'm playing the survival and a random song just comes on a radio. Even though I have the music all turned off, it will still, certain radios you can't stop and they just start playing when you walk into a building. Well, don't be shy, Navy. Feel free to jump in any conversation you want. Ooh, still a lot of work to do inside of here, but it is becoming an enclosed building. Well, I can bring this over now. I'm not sure I'm familiar with Skeeter Davis. What kind of music is that? You don't always get a strike lancer. Sometimes you just, what happens is the person who wrote the song can claim partial ownership or whatever of your video, um, depending on the company you're dealing with. I don't want anybody to own any of my stuff, even if it's just my not very often watched YouTube. Oh, okay, cool. Weird. Nope. Come here, dog meat.
Hey, wait there.
Thanks, Noodle. Okay, now we gotta think about what this area is actually gonna be. Slim shading all. Betting. Shouldn't there be? Yeah. Huh. It wouldn't be in the stadium, would it? I guess it is at horse races. Yeah, it'll have to be Wilma. I think so. Because there's a lot more space here than I've actually set aside for stuff. Oh, I didn't actually. Kind of undecided. But you're right, it would be, wouldn't it? With some glass up there. Let's see if we can make that. Let me fill this in real quick. That is an excellent idea. I'm not even sure if I can make that work. No, it's too mismatched. I don't think it has to. But I would like to see if I can get four of those in there. Do something about that. All right, so we need Codsworth. Yeah, yeah. I can go get him. That's cool. Yeah, he's over at Sunshine and Codsworth's cabin. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is at that. Yeah, you have to scroll past them forever. Hey, Holly, what's up? I do use it, but I just think that there's just a lot of it and it makes the menus a lot longer. But I like the stuff. I use it, yeah. And that is wrong, 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 terrible. Want it more like that. Yeah, I definitely use them, but they did not need to put individual bulbs, I think, and then 100 of them. That was a little bit excessive. It's actually the skybox for private viewing. The announcers are going to be up there on top of the bottle. That's the plan, anyway. Yeah, every stadium, I think, needs one. All right. No, I'll have to make another way to get up there. Um, I don't know yet. I was originally going to use an elevator, but maybe. Thanks, NCR. I suppose we could do that. And then delete that. Isn't that dumb? It's just such so bad because I can't have that there. And then that they don't snap to each other without a trick. Okay, it was something like that's probably why I don't have a jetpack. I probably have to look that up. There is a way to get rid of the gap, and I don't remember it, so I'll look that up. I can't do an indoor staircase though, because these are prefab sections, unless it was in the middle here. This is the only one. So, yeek. It would be in front of the window. And I don't even know if there's room for it. It would block all the windows. Yeah, I wish. It doesn't. I could make it wider back here and not have to tear all this out again. Well, I'll come back to that. Because I need to resolve that, and I know there's a trick to it, and I don't remember what it is. So, yeah, we're gonna have something like that. That's cool. Yeah. What's up, Triple D? Yeah, leaderboard's a very good idea. I don't know if that'll work. The problem I'm having is that the staircases and those pieces don't snap very well. No, I'm not following any of that. Yeah, but I'm gonna have the same problem. A gap. And it would not let me snap an elevator, strangely enough. It's not gonna solve my gap problem. Honestly, honestly, just hate all of this a lot. Hey, so that will snap to those. That's why I couldn't do it. Okay, well, we're in business now. Let's see if I can. Oh, God, awesome. Okay, you can only snap the elevators. Well, problem solved. Oops, wrong one. Oh, and now it's like, no, none shall pass. There. Wonder if it's that. No. Okay. Okay, so this one will, but not the 3 one for whatever strange reason. How does that make any sense? Okay, the 4 one will, and the 2 one will, but the 3 one won't. Okay, that's the kind of stuff that, yeah, it doesn't matter to me if the settlers can use it. But, um, that's not funny at all. So the 4 one will snap. See how dumb this is? Check this out. Let's do it again. So 4 is too high, it'll snap. 2 is too low, it'll snap. 3 won't snap. No, I want this one. I wonder if I can snap the 2 higher up, but I don't want. It's just not fair. Yeah, settlers suck. That's why my settlers 5 is right out. This is why my settlers are over here because they suck. I'm still gonna make the elevator work. I'll use 2 or 4. I just think it's just effing ridiculous if you take my meaning. That that this is actually a thing. That this won't snap, but the other two will. Come on. Come on. That's just so dumb. It is just so dumb. Let's see if this is why. Right? 5 is right out. I thought maybe it was because of the stairs, but it's not. It's just terrible programming. That's the reason. And I love this game, but I'm just saying that is just ridiculous. All right, so we have to do what the game will give us and have, I don't know, they can have a an observation tower. What do you think of that? Maybe an observation tower with some chairs or some such floating buttons. Yeah. I'm not following. I think I understand about half the things. TV cameras is cool, but the building is in the way. Oh, I see. Actually, I understand what you mean, Barb. Let's try. Uh, it clicked. It just took me a second. And if anybody else also said that, sorry. Sometimes what people are typing just doesn't click in my head. All right. Hold on. Yeah, yeah. I'm trying Barb's idea first. I don't, that this has gone too fast for me. Yep. Interesting. Let's see if they do not want to give you any freebies, do they? Even if it was like a longer piece, but it has to be one with the open ends like that. And sorry, you're a little ahead of me on the ideas. Yeah, it doesn't want to do it, does it? It's the third elevator. I guess that is the wrong piece anyway. Hey Barry, what's up? Huh, I think this elevator is just broken. Well, I had it. It's all right. Yeah, Wilmy, you were right. It was 90 degrees off. Okay. We can do something with that. I think that this is cool. We can live with that. Living in the dream. Okay. Let me 5 is right out. Okay. Well, let's see. 5. It takes 5 to power the elevator. 5 is right out. Remember. No, Barry. I'm on my laptop while my computer GPU is replaced. I had the computer on warranty and they would not let me switch it out myself. I had to send it in. So in the meantime, I have to use my laptop, which isn't all that great. It's not meant to do this kind of work. So that's why I probably sound a lot different. I bet you the audio bitrate is way, way lower. But here's the thing about a windmill, guys. I think it is not very powerful. Right. 3, right? And it takes 5 to power the elevator. Now, that's not really a deal breaker. We can always just put some more. But, for posterity's sake, I wish that it generated a little more. I mean, they really did the windmills dirty because we know that windmills can make a tremendous amount of energy now. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna put it, but I'm just saying. Okay. Or I have like unlimited resources. I wonder if I will run out of anything um, in this build. Brian is a very naughty boy. Duly noted, Barry. Oh, I never put that into place. Should have done that with the other. I wanted them on the corners. Looks cool though. See you, Wilma. Have a good night. I'm going to do the power better. I put a generator into the wall, the fusion generator over here, so that you can't see it. And so I'm gonna make sure, do some wiring work. I wanted the wiring on the inside to be hidden. So, hmm. Well, it doesn't like that. I have tried to use the Wi-Fi glitch less often in my newer builds. That isn't working. I like wires in some builds, but in this one, I do not want them so much. Let's see. Yeah, I try to use the Wi-Fi glitch less often these days, so I wouldn't mind so much wires running on the inside out here. I over relied on it, and it was not a good tactic. I think it does make things more unstable. I did do one over here. So I think in some builds, wires really add a lot. Like it looks really good and crappy, and the way that it probably would. And this isn't really a scrappy build, so I'm trying to make them at least look ordered. But on my scrappy builds, I'll have generators just sitting everywhere. And I think that looks pretty good in those kinds of builds. All right, see you, Dean. Take it easy. I appreciate it. Barry, do you want to know how to do the Wi-Fi glitch? All right, we'll go over it real quick. Let me get this elevator some power so we can get up there and do a rug glitch. weird. Awesome. Yeah, I will definitely hook that up then. Ah, thanks, Art. There we go. And that still looks like real. It looks professional, I think. I like it. All right, let us go to our fusion generator. This is turning out. I'm liking this. We can do an observation tower. We'll build like a periscope thing or something. Okay, leaderboard. I like that. Who said that? Ranger said that. We'll make a leaderboard also. And TVs so people can watch. Because you know how there'll be people inside at a game watching the game on TV, you know? So to each their own. All right, this thing is massive. It's just a large scale build, you know? Okay, let's do the Wi-Fi glitch. Okay, so the first thing you need is a generator and a conduit, and it'll work with any. So let's do one of these powered laser turrets. Okay. So the first thing you want to do, and I hope this will work. This is like hooked up to two different things. Okay. You want to have this on the other side of the wire. So the first thing we do is we've got to get the wire highlighted green, and we want the reticule on the thing you're taking the power from. You do not want the generator to be highlighted. And then you hit Y, or I guess triangle on PlayStation. And then you go down to the thing you want powered, and same thing. You want the wire lit up, but the reticule on the thing you're sending power to. And then you hit the Y/triangle again, and then you delete the wire and you can move it around. Did that make sense? Concerts too, Lancer. Some people are so far away that they watch it on the screen. Well, I hope that works. Reticule. The little dot, the reticule. You know, the little dot on your screen in the middle. Pointer's probably better. I think reticule. I think I picked that up from like a shooter game. Yep, definitely a shooter game or real life actually. I have not done that in a while. Well, that doesn't want to work. Oh, rugs, jeez. Yeah, I'm gonna raise it up, but I was tired of the dark. All of my settlements are dying. Ooh, I'm getting low on adhesive. I might actually have to make some or something. Start buying the plans or dupe them. All right. But actually, I think my save is probably pretty close to corrupting. I don't know what I'll do then. I've tried deleting settlements and all that jazz. Um, Wonder if I can get away with doing this. Yeah, it doesn't count that as a floor. So I have to make a floor. I can't start a new save file. All my stuff will be gone. Well, I have a new save file on my I would too, trust me. Um I have a the survival play file is new. So I can continue on there and make new builds. It's an eventuality. It will eventually corrupt. It's kind of weird. It might be too far up. Let us add some more roads. This is on Xbox, and I know you can do it on Xbox, but I sure don't know how. Wasn't that special? I have to be above it, so I need to go up there. Yeah, I need to go up there. So interesting. I'll need to build some stairs. And then we'll go up to the top via stairs. Right? Okay. Yay. Looks very cool. Oh no, that's okay. You should laugh. I mean, that looks pretty good. Let's see what happens when we do this. Oh, well, I aim to entertain. Like a, okay. The next time you do the same thing, you have to do a deflated yay. Should we do an outdoor patio up here? I think probably so. All right, we will. I'm still, you know it though. It's just like that feeling, right? Lights and music. Yeah. Uh, I'm still laughing. I can't help it. Uh, yeah. Yep. I don't even think this will work because my head will hit that. Oh, it did. Good. Shed style roofs. Yeah. Yeah. Alistair Tenpenny. Yep. We could call it the Tenpenny Suite. Well, we'll have to come back to this. We'll definitely do that. Let me go ahead and put the windows in. Turbo locked. Mhm. Lower the elevator. I think it is working as intended. I'm not sure I'm following. Oh yeah, before you fast travel, you always need to. I thought you meant I thought you meant lower it into the ground, which of course doesn't make any sense, which is why I was confused. Yeah, you're right. Always take it down to the bottom. 100%. And we'll have to enclose that as well. All right. Yeah, you're right. No messing with it for sure. Um, no, there will be no sinking of the elevator. Hey, Electron, what's up? They probably tried and couldn't figure it out. Couldn't make them do it reliably or something. It won't let me. It will not let me do it. Yeah, it's not letting me. Oh well. All right. This is all in place. The bones, anyway. Yeah, for sure. All right. So I am going to take a bit of a break. So we will leave this right here. I'll be back in a few minutes. Let's see. Oh yeah, the alien stuff in 76 is cool. Oh boy, it's not Valentine's Day. Calm down. All right. My mom's birthday is on April 1st. It looks like a kissing dog or something. So what will snap onto this? Hey Barbara, you there? No, my mom says I was her she was her mom's prank. That's the way she puts it. My mom doesn't get my sense of humor. Not very many probably do. I was hoping some of these would snap. Well, ooh. Well, we can start with that. Yeah, when I was younger, I used to do stuff like that. I was gonna do this. Whatever. Oh, easy, folks. We don't want to live on the wild side. All right, cool. Don't you put like weird stuff in your tea, like milk or whatever? I had some British students once, and I always did like a kind of a potluck on finals, and a couple of the British kids that came over for soccer, they did theirs. They brought tea with milk in it for everybody. I was like, well, I'll be not here. It's soccer here. You know what they call it in Portuguese? Futebol, which I think is funny. Well, I've never put milk in my coffee one time in my life. Well, or no, tea. Sorry, I'm getting that tired phase. I put milk in my coffee. I mean, I've never put milk in my tea. Oh, good. I'm glad I made a mess out of that. Words are hard. Yeah, I've never put milk in my tea before. The rest of the world absolutely is not football, and it doesn't matter anyway. What does that matter? But yeah, I've put it in since, and it's pretty good. Is the moral of the story. Hmm. Oh yeah, I didn't do it up here. Well, it doesn't need to be up here. And I don't even know if I like that anyway. Only if I can do it better. There's a whole story as to why it's called soccer, and it's pretty interesting why it's called soccer here. It's a pretty good story if you ever want to look it up. But the thing is the term soccer actually originated in England because they wanted to separate or distinguish um, the two sports, rugby and soccer. So the word soccer is actually an English term or an English affectation, rather. It was short for association, and they started calling it a sock. And there you go. Interesting, huh? And it caught on in the States because a lot of times what is trendy in England is cool over here, you know, British slang and such. So that's why we call it soccer still. The warehouse walls weren't the right look. That's why I didn't use them. Okay, and oh, these brick ones, I see what you're saying. These brick ones actually won't snap on top of each other. I know, bummer, right? You have to use the floor piece, and it's not terribly convenient. Hey, what's up, Gee? Yeah, stupid things won't snap. It's never too late. What did you say? I want to know. Yeah, I don't think so. About the barn walls. I think that this is good. I'll just have to resolve that. I'm using a lot of brick, because the Red Rocket itself. Try to keep that theme. Oh, rugby. Well, I don't know anything about that. Um, I played football americano, basketball, baseball. Gotta think about that up there. Oh, is there no sound? I just get quiet sometimes. I'm actually on the quiet side in real life. Dude, usually quite content to sit in the back and wait. I'm not shy, I just don't have anything to say sometimes. And it makes me tired. I talk for a living. I don't want to talk when I'm standing in line at the grocery store or like sitting waiting at the dentist office or like no thanks. Oh, that's interesting. That will snap. Yeah, I never really know what to say with small talk. I can talk if I have a point. I can talk indefinitely, but if I don't, then not really. That's funny. Oh no. I know. It's funny though. All right. Good on you. No more squirrels. I'm gonna have to do a whole project. A whole project. Um, on my roof when it gets warmer. I'm going to take the mud room, which is like a kind of porch, and enclose it. Yes. No. Yes. No. Is this a trick question? But the answer, probably not. It hates me. Yeah, it is. And it comes like every 3 minutes. So I think I couldn't get anything to snap in there. There. Awesome. Well, what a jerk it is. Okay. I've had this problem with these pieces before. It's just dumb. I don't know. They definitely are not cooperating. All right. Thanks everybody for watching tonight and giving the stream a thumbs up, subbing to the channel, and participating in chat. Yeah, it does seem like that, doesn't it? And these are like prefab pieces. So, yay. If I put a floor layer, it won't match up with the elevator, though. You know what I mean? I'm going to come back to it. I hope that everybody will say that next time they fall when they're building. Yeah. Yeah, we'll come back to it. I'm a little bored with it. Could be Noodle. We might be able to pull that off. There's something I could put along the bottom to see. I don't even know if what I'm gonna put there for the stores yet because I have a gap, but the stores may cover that up. So I don't know yet. Same there. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, and I put the generator in there. Cool. Hmm. This is a little crazy in here. I don't know if it can be open air, you know. That's not really a big deal. Let's do some railings. That is cool though. I do like the way that it turned out. The vault pieces were a good idea. The wind turbine is a good idea. Excuse me. It looks great and it fits. I think it fits. We may be able to make the floor and the railing pieces all at once and see if we can use a campfire to sink it down to um, cool, Gee, thanks. I see what you're saying, Lancer. That is a cool idea, but this thing is angled. Oh, wait, with the wire. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I like that very much. That's cool. Yeah, we will try that. Actually, I want to put it in place to remind me to come back to it because I want to work on this railing while I'm in the mood. I think that is a really great idea. So like these fellas here, and it's hiding. Okay, there. And I thought maybe I could play around with this. This will be fun. Well, I don't want to ghostwire glitch like 100 things. I have patience, but that doesn't even sound that great. Have fun. Oh, whatever, it doesn't matter. No, I think you're onto something. We're gonna try it. I think it's cool. We'll give it a shot here. Let's see if we can make it happen. I keep trying to use the mouse to my PC to control my laptop, and nope, doesn't work. I've done it like, oh my God, Panda, like 15 times. Ah, it didn't do anything the first time or the 50th. Okay, yep, this is cool. Yep, we're gonna use it. Yeah, he will, won't he? I wish. I mean, this is just a start. We can put a lot of these there, especially uh, after I finish all this other stuff. Huh. We can just power one of them and we'll have a huge power network to the whole thing. Right? Yeah, it's cool. It's very cool. And that's gonna solve the problem. Gold star, right? Gold star. Indeed. I can't do the whole thing yet, but we can do this side. They're a bit fussy. There you go. There you go. Here we go, Rad Storm. Yay! Hey, awesome, what's up? Put one there. Thought I did. Maybe I didn't. Don't think I did. Oh yeah. Yeah, I do too. It's a neat, really neat solution. Very cool. Yep, we'll do that all the way around. Need, oh yeah, I need some more up there. But we might as well place them. Yeah, it came out. I think we're like 24 hours into this build. It's taken 24 hours roughly to do this much. How much time do you guys usually spend on a build? Because mine range usually somewhere between 60 and 110. And I know that a lot of you've got to be in that range, maybe even longer. Like I could imagine a Lancer build taking a very long time. And like Noodles Christmas or Halloween, massive amounts of time. Oh yeah, Noodle, that's a fair point, but depressing. Oh hey Barb, you sent me something and it like got lost, the notification got lost and I thought it said something like you recorded you recorded something and I don't know where the notification came from and it disappeared and I wanted to ask you about it. I think we can add some middle ones here. Band Lab, that's where it came from. Like it popped up and I saw it and I was like, yeah, I'll check it later. You know how that goes. And then it wasn't there. Band Lab, okay. I should have thought of that, but huh. Okay, I will definitely check it out. It's been on my mind. I was like, where was the message? I thought that's what it was. Cool, man. We could even do four of them, you know? Four per, especially there. So like there and there. Yeah, that's the only way I know Noodle is by the time elapsed between the final hard save I make on each settlement. So it's not exact, but something like that. Yeah, we could do four, five on each of these and go all the way down. We could try that. Also, the stream time. So the ones that were built on the stream, I just have to, if there are 25 episodes of, Vault 88, we're looking at 104 hours, or 100 hours rather. 26 episodes, I think there were 104, maybe 27. I don't know. Vault was a big one, large endeavor. But Jamaica Plain wasn't as big, didn't take nearly as long. Yeah, I know what you mean. Sometimes I'm like doing duping and whatever, or doing like my big loop of hitting up you know vendor inventories. I just wipe them out. That takes a good bit of time. But Grey Garden, I don't think I ever left, and I added it up, and it was like 108. Okay, let's see what it looks like down there. I had this um didn't like it originally when the game first released, didn't you need copper to make wires? I thought I remembered that and they got rid of it. It was like very early on. Yeah, the junk scavenging is great was crazy on that for sure. What's up, Barry? Oh, I missed one. Hey, Lindsay. Yay. It's a thing now. Cool, Cappy. Yeah. Lancer said, do it. I'm thinking maybe even two more on each side, right? To make it tighter. That'd be really cool. I need one here and there. Maybe I'll just put it on the board here. Yeah, yeah. Just gonna put a couple here. Well, he said that he was gonna stay up to see it through, so I was like, well, I'm committed now. Fine. Well, it got to be fun. Right? Yeah, we'll do a walk around here in just a sec. Wrap it up. Yeah, they turned out really well. I'm glad. I am definitely glad that happened. Thank you for that. Awesome idea. Yes. Yeah, it is. That was the original comment he made. He said, like a spider web. It also kind of has like a circus kind of a feel, which I quite like. Yeah, not their crap though. All right, I still have to finish the railings someday. All right, so yeah, don't float away. Yep. All right, so what did we do today? Well, these wires, which look fantastic. to catch spectators, drunk spectators. Yeah, we can actually we can actually carry that theme elsewhere. We'll see what we can do. So let me do the weather and then we'll walk around real quick. Oh, wow. That's a good idea. All right. Well, yeah, this builds what was this today? I forget actually. Only 17 votes today. Wow. That means there probably weren't very many views. All right, awesome. Take it easy. Have a good night. Yeah, it really did. But with the skybox, took a good deal of time. All right, thank you everybody. Thanks everybody who liked the stream and sub to the channel and everybody who hang out in chat. I appreciate you. Have a good night. See you in the morning. Very welcome. Thanks, Panda. See you, Barb.